All right, let's take a look. Is anybody else in the waiting room? A couple people. Got a full house this morning. All right, I guess we'll go ahead and start, and then instructors, if you want to let folks in as they come in, trickle in. So good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are doing good. A couple things before we begin. Let me hold my screen so I can see you guys. Just want to say thanks for those folks catching up. I know some folks are still behind, so please do your due diligence and catch up while you can. We're almost done. We got a couple more days. Today and tomorrow are 2 final lecture days, and then we got a review on Thursday. And then on Friday, we'll take the test. Just kind of break it down for you. Tomorrow in the morning, we'll do, the normal Q&A, but then we'll talk about field day a little bit, kind of go more in depth with field day, and then we'll cut you loose, and then we'll come in at the evening. And then on the 21st, we'll do a review in the morning, and then we'll just cut you loose for the rest of the day. And then the tests, very similar. We'll just check in, answer any last minute questions, and cut you loose for the day, and then you'll be done. So hopefully that works for you. And then also we'll probably have the test early for folks that are working and stuff and want to get ahead. So we'll probably open up that test maybe even on Thursday for folks that want to get it done. Appreciate you guys' patience as we go through this online stuff and as we transitions instructors. It's been pretty crazy in our end, and I'm sure your guys' end it's maybe not as smooth as, or maybe you guys busy, but thanks anyways for your patience. This morning, before we begin, do we have any questions so far before I pass it off?
I do. I got one.
Go ahead.
Did we ever figure out what was going on with those videos? Because I don't think I still received credit for those.
Tommy or Summer, did you guys get any intel on that?
No, but we just figured out that since you guys have been doing it, it's fine. It's something that we can't really fix until Robin gets back. So as long as you guys are going through the effort and trying, it's cool.
Thanks, Tommy.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions?
Yeah, I had a question. How often do you guys use swimming pools as emergency water sources?
That's a good question. We have folded tanks, and so they're kind of like swimming pools that we kind of have on our engine, or we use for the VFDs. We have our own little snap tank. But actual like public swimming pools, I've personally never done it. I don't know, Tommy, if you have any experience, or Selmer.
We used it in like Arizona when I worked in Arizona, New Mexico.
Yeah, it's probably not a common occurrence. I mean, it is an option out there for sure, especially when there's a drought and stuff. But yeah, nothing that I've done too much up here in Alaska or down in the States when I've gone down.
Yeah, you'll see people like throw like Mark III pumps and stuff in the back of people's yards that kind of help fill up trucks, or you might see some helicopters dip out of them, but you won't see them up here because I've probably only seen like 2 swimming pools in the whole state of Alaska, I think.
Yeah, thank you. I just never really thought about that until now.
No, you're good. Good question.
All right. Any more questions before I turn it over to Tommy? All right. Tommy, it's all yours.
Hey, good morning, guys. So we're gonna go over the Jeopardy for water supply and hoses. It'll be myself and Selmer. We'll be dividing up into 2 breakout rooms as usual, and kind of help you guys answer any questions that maybe you don't want to say in front of the good of the order. So let's see if everybody's all good to go. Yeah, I'm doing them right now. How's it going, guys?
Good, what's up?
Not-
Bad. How are you?
Good, man. Good. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, I'll do this. Turn on my video. Turn it off. Okay. Can everybody see my screen?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. I know a few of you guys haven't worked with me, but it's kind of work at your own pace, kind of call out what you guys want and try to keep everybody involved. So if any of you boys want to lead the charge.
Pumps for 100. Nozzle pressure.
Good job.
Pumps 200. Gasoline powered portable pump device.
You got that figured out pretty good.
We do hoses for 100. It's a hose lay.
Oh yeah.
Hoses for 200. Non-collapsible.
Yep. Non-collapsible or rigid hose, things like that.
Water source for 100. Dry hydrant.
Cool. Yeah. You'll see a lot of dry hydrants kind of on the next to like lakes or rivers or water sources. You'll see them all. We have a few of them in our service area. So you can draft right out of lakes.
I was wondering how common those were going to be.
Yeah, you'll see them very common. You'll just see like a weird, like, looks like a pipe that comes out right next to the road. So that sometimes if they're like either too far of a drop, you'll see them kind of everywhere.
Okay.
You just get it, like once you see one of them, you'll start noticing them.
Gotcha.
Let's do water for 2. Cistern.
Good job.
Hose 300. The anchor point.
Sweet.
Pumps for 300. Is that a float pump?
Right on.
Water source 300. Lakes, stream, pond, an irrigation canal.
Right on. You could probably name a handful more.
Do hose for 4. That's for like branching off a hose lay, right?
Divided to 2.
Dividing it.
Yep. Yep. And what's a Siamese?
Is it like an improvised one or that's combining into one?
Yep. So a Y is 1 to 2 hoses and a Siamese is 2 to 1 hose.
Gotcha. Go pumps for 4. It's like a Wick 375 and a Mark something.
Mark III.
Yep. Yeah, Mark 375, a Mark 3 and a Wick 375.
Okay.
It's the pumpkin and pyramid.
Yep. So we'll call the pillow or pumpkin shape and the self-supporting pyramid shape. So those pyramid shapes are, we call them blivets. You'll hear them like called pyramid blivets or pillow blivets or pyramid blivets. And those can be slung in from a helicopter.
Okay.
Yeah. So the big difference between those two is the pillow blivet. It's flat. So if you're like on a side of a hill and you're dropping it off with like a helicopter, you can like lay it on the ground and it won't roll away. But if you get a triangle one on the side of a hill, it turns into a ball. So
Gotcha.
yeah. Cool. That's all I got. You guys have any questions for me on this Jeopardy?
I don't think so.
Okay, no questions. Okay. Let me just see. So they have a couple more questions and then we'll head back to the main room, answer all the rest from you guys.
How often do you guys use the ones flown in by helicopter, pyramids and billows?
Quite a bit.
Yep.
You won't see them a lot kind of up here. Just since we have so much water sources, we ended up just using pumps. But if you go to lower 48, anywhere where you're on the side of the mountain, you'll order 'em pretty often just because you don't need a pump. You'll just like fly it into like the top of the hill, top of where your fire's at, and then just put some hoses and it'll just gravity feed those small pea hose, those toy hose.
Gotcha.
So it's good for mop up. Any other questions?
I'm trying. I can't think of any right now.
Right. Yeah, no questions now, but I guarantee you on your
Yeah.
first day here, you'll be like, what the hell?
I guess I got a question for you, Tommy. Were you in fire before you became in wildlands and stuff?
Yeah, I started out like a Chugach Fire Department like long time ago, 12 years
Got
ago or something.
Okay.
And then I got into wildland that first year.
Here we go.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty, looks like we got everybody back. I think we lost a couple people. Anyways, that was pretty quick. We went over pumps, the two Jeopardy. It seemed pretty straightforward. Pumps and hoses is one of those things you got to do with your hands. And we have a station on field day for it. We'll talk about hoses. We'll talk about pumps, troubleshooting pumps, walking out a hose leg, getting your pace down, figuring out, how many steps do I need to take to be 100 feet, how to connect the hoses. Big thing is just keep it simple as you can when you go on a fire. So you go on a fire, you deploy your hose, keep it simple, and then you add from there. There's a lot of little things that you'll pick up over time, but I think the big one is just to keep it simple and understand what's going on. And then if you haven't played with pumps much, taking the time to learn it, and then kind of learning the troubleshooting techniques and referring to your RPG if you get stuck. Tommy or Selmer, you guys got anything specific on pumps or hoses? Anything you want to add?
Nope. The field day will be able to get a lot of hands on and answer a lot of those questions that you probably don't have right now, but you will then.
Those pumps are 2-stroke, so you need to mix your gas. If not, you will blow them up like we did.
That's a good point. All right. Well, I don't have anything else, so I'll go ahead and cut you guys loose, and then we'll come back in this afternoon. We'll talk about foam and cruise stuff.
Hey, Camacho, I do have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
You're the one that has the Avenza app, right?
Yes, I've been doing.
Is there a starting pack or bundle you got, or do you just buy whichever map layer that you're going to for that fire?
Oh, somebody asked this question yesterday. I'll if you guys want to stay on, if you want to stay on, but